If you're running a WordPress site and maybe your emails that are coming from your site are landing in the junk mail and or spam filter, you're in the right place. I'm going to show you how to get around that, increase email deliverability, and a couple of really easy steps. Hey guys, Jesse here once again. I got another quick training for you today. I'm going to talk with you about connecting your WordPress site to SendGrid or a third-party application in order to improve email deliverability of your transactional emails. Now, the reason why this is so important is because, of course, if you're running a membership site and or an e-commerce site on WordPress, and you want to make sure that your end users are getting all their email notifications, one of the ways to improve email deliverability is to utilize a third-party application as opposed to the out-of-the-box configuration for email and email transmission. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Jesse. I'm the lead designer at RazoRSharp Networks. For the past decade, we've been helping our clients optimize their online environment and automate their customer and patient life cycles. So if you're running a WordPress site and maybe your emails that are coming from your site are landing in the junk mail and or spam filter, you're in the right place. I'm going to show you how to get around that, increase email deliverability, and a couple of so I know your time is incredibly valuable, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and get started. So what you're going to need, I'm actually going to run through the configuration of one of our client accounts. We actually have two websites deployed for this client. We have their marketing site, which is on their root domain, and then we have their e-commerce site, which we've deployed on a subdomain, which is store.therootdomain.com. So we've already configured SendGrid for the actual root domain, and this would be for the marketing site. The reason that we do this is we actually separate the marketing site from the e-commerce site from the membership site for all of our clients in order to increase performance of the individual sites, and then we link them together on the back end with some software. But that's for another training. So in this training, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through the integration between WordPress and SendGrid. So we utilize a plugin called Fluent SMTP. So you can find that in the WordPress store. So we'll go ahead and install that on the actual site itself. We'll go through the installation process or the installation wizard, activate the plugin, and then once the plugin is activated. Hey there, Jesse here, and this is not a glitch. I paused your video for a brief announcement. First and foremost, you've been getting value out of this content. Do me a small favor, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it very much, and it helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Let them know we know what it is that we're talking about. Secondly, if you'd like to get access to future trainings, go ahead and jump over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, set up notifications so you don't miss a single one. Lastly, all these videos are meant to be interactive, so if you have any questions about the content I'm sharing, good or bad, go ahead and meet me in the comments section and I'll get those handled for you. Now back to your video. You get this notification box at the top of the page. So we're going to go ahead and configure Fluent SMTP. We're going to select SendGrid. As you can see there, there's several different applications that you can utilize. We like SendGrid because it's easy to set up. I'm going to copy my settings. Hopefully my video post-production manager will blur out some of this stuff so that we're not showing it to the entire world. But the first thing that you're going to want to do is configure the from email, from sender name, things of that nature. And then what you want to do is get an API key from SendGrid. So go ahead and create an account over at SendGrid. Sign into that account. You'll probably have to set up two-factor authentication since they require that with the activation of your account. But let me log in here real quick and I will get the authentication code via text message. Now, once you authenticate, you'll log in, you'll land on the dashboard, and dashboard's going to give you a look at all your email deliverability, how many emails have been sent, your deliverability rate, things of that nature, opens and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to go into all the different tools inside of SendGrid, but in order to configure your Fluent SMTP, what you do is you go to Settings, and then you are going to go to API Keys, and you're just going to select Create an API Key. And you want restricted access. We like to put the use a naming system that's easy. And create and view. Please select a level of access. Well, I want to do restricted access. Let's do full access and see if that one works. This will give you the API key. Go ahead and copy that into this section here. You can go ahead and save those settings, and if you follow the wizard correctly, what will happen is it'll actually save all those settings. I would recommend that you send out a test email. And says email delivered successfully. You can check the log and also see that the API credential has been set up in SendGrid. You're logging all your outbound emails associated with Fluent SMTP on the WordPress site. And again, this is going to give you the ability to increase email deliverability for all your transactional emails coming out through your WordPress site, which can be incredibly powerful when you're talking about trying to stay out of people's junk mail folders. So I just updated the credentials on that to restricted, and that ought to do it. So again, if you are running a marketing site on WordPress, an e-commerce site on WordPress, and or a membership site on WordPress, and you're sending out emails from your sites to your end users, we highly recommend, or we've found over the last several years, that utilizing third-party applications to improve and increase email deliverability can be incredibly impactful for the actual site itself. This could be everything from password reset links, account information, order information, membership, user access information, things of that nature. So there's a whole slew of emails that come out from this. And again, by default, WordPress tends to end up in the junk mail folder based off our experience. So that ought to do her. Again, if you have any questions, these videos are meant to be interactive. Go ahead and leave them in the comments section, and I will get them handled for you. And until the next time we speak, make today and every day a fantastic day. We'll talk real soon.